Okay, so in Wellington, just run the Rhodes half marathon. Just had breakfast in this lovely setting, and now we're going to take a quick ride up to see Bains Kloof, and then we'll show you a bit of Wellington itself. Beautiful day. Started off at home with a little bit of rain, but Wellington is beautiful. Getting quite hot, in fact. People making a noise with their car. We're going to look in the nursery. So we seem to end up looking at a lot of nurseries when we come out into the Borland. We often buy plants and bring them home. They're often a lot cheaper than we find in Cape Town. Been pointing out some grenadillas. We have lots of grenadillas shooting up in our garden. Unfortunately, not many of them are surviving. In the past, we had a major grenadilla vine, which provided us with too many grenadillas for quite a few years. Unfortunately, that's no longer with us. Some beautiful roses. I'm busy looking at these amazing roses.
I'm also looking at the roses.
The unfortunate thing is that we plant roses at home and they don't survive.
No. But that is absolutely fun.
Yep. Definitely a honeysuckle. Hi there. So this is more like your one you've got in the pot at home.
In which pot, love?
In the kitchen. Okay, we'll have to check it out when we get home. Again. So you come here and you see things you don't expect to see. And look at this amazing, I think it's a rubber tree, or it could be a fig tree.
Gorgeous.
But this is quite a tree. So of course there's no signage to tell us what type of tree this is. I think it's a type of fig. But what a tree.
It is brilliant, beautiful, magnificent tree.
I mean, look at these roots. Looks like a good climbing tree as well.
Layla would love
Yeah, the kids would love climbing in this tree. Maybe we should do a nurseries of the Westerncape video. We seem to spend a lot of time going around nurseries.
it.
Yep, just the table we're looking at for the front of our house. Luckily, I don't think we can get it in our car because I hate to think what the price is.
I think it says 2,500, which is not bad.
It's not cheap, but it's also not bad. Expected more.
Because it's not a modern thing to me. It doesn't look very old, but it doesn't look very new. And I think that's for 4 chairs and a table.
If it's for the 4 chairs and table, that's a pretty good price.
Even a table, not a table.
Yeah, I prefer table.
Okay.
Table and chairs. Chairs.
Table and chairs. A table and chairs.
Exactly. It's a bit like apple and pears. Nothing like apple and pears. And we have another table and chairs. I know I got that right, which is not good.
And this one is out. Priceless.
Priceless, yeah. So this says it's a red pineapple. So we have pineapples growing at home, and it could well be a pineapple.
It looks like a pineapple.
Yep.
Ours is a lot less
We've got less spines on
spiky,
it, yeah.
But it is spiky.
And ours are much bigger.
Much
Bigger.
much bigger.
Yeah, we just chopped off the top of an ordinary pineapple and we planted them. And we've had fruit from the one. It takes a long while, and I'm amazed that pineapples don't cost thousands of rands and how long they take to grow. Okay, love, I think we should, when you're ready, begin our journey. We'll speak to you guys shortly. You know when you're told, are you sure?
I do. I just often ignore it.
Often? Frequently? Okay, we're making our way back to the car, so we'll show you guys hopefully the journey through to Bains Kloof.
Okay, so we are heading up to Bainskloof, is that correct?
That is 100% correct.
It is a stunning day in Wellington.
It's even getting quite hot. I mean, we're here in the middle of autumn. Don't know what the temperature is, but we definitely have to put the air conditioner on in the car. Just a little bit of history of Bains Kloof. It was designed and built by a gentleman called Thomas Bain, and it connects Wellington all the way through to Ceres. And we're probably not going to do the whole of Bains Kloof today, but if it did, you get a little section halfway through where there's a big rock jutting out across, which limits what size vehicles can actually go on this road.
I haven't been on Bains Kloof for many years.
Yes, because this used to be a holiday destination of yours.
Yes, it certainly was. The kids were very young, 3 and 6 months or so. I think the last time we visited there, and we actually camped over 2 nights, I think. Why I went camping with a 6-month-old and a 3-year-old, no one knows. But anyway, it's been years, so I'm looking forward to seeing it again and being able to admire the gorgeous views. So I'm hoping to be able to catch the majesty of these mountains. I am trying my hand at turning the camera to catch that side. How successful I am, I'll only know after the fact. But beautiful mountains.
So here it is actually a thing saying how tall
How short you need to be, shall
Yeah.
we say.
Luckily, I think if I walked through there, I wouldn't touch that.
Okay, but you could always crawl underneath it, but your car can't crawl.
This is true.
This is so beautiful. Of course, I can't zoom in because we're on super steady. So I'll try putting the camera out again. A lot of this filming is done blindly. You're holding on to your camera for dear life, your phone.
Probably find out about that when we come to the editing. our half an hour's footage might end up being 1 minute.
Stunning.
So if we look there to our left, I don't know how clear it's going to be, but that is where we will be driving just now. You can just make out the road, and we're heading for the gap in the middle there.
I can't even see the road with my naked eye here. Definitely another
Bainskloofpass Pass, 25 kilometers.
part of our country. No fires or camping. Here we go, retracing, I want to say my youth, but I was in my 30s. But that is my youth.
Okay, so we're part of the way up. I just thought we'd stop here. So there you can see the info. Bainskloofpass, originally constructed in 1853 and then reconstructed in 1934. And I must say that the road surface here has obviously been done very recently because it's in fantastically good order. And they've redone all the picnic areas here, all looking great. Anyhow, here's the view from this point. You can see the road going there, that's where we've come so far. In the far distance there you can see Paul, I don't know how it's going to come out in the camera, you can see Paul Rock Mountain. And down here we have Wellington, where we've just come from. In that direction, in the mountains of the other side, will be Tolbach. And in those mountains over there, that is the Riebeckberg mountain. And so you get Riebeck West and Riebeck Castile, which if you go back, we've done videos on already, so you can check those videos out. But absolutely gorgeous day, not a breath of wind, so unlike Cape Town.
Stunning. The only downfall is that humans, look at all the rubbish they've left here. It's ridiculous. Look here too.
It's very disappointing, to say the least. And I mean, there is lots of rubbish bins around here.
Yeah, plenty of rubbish
So
bins.
people just can't be... In fact, this actually looks like people are being tipping stuff out of their cars.
Ashtrays and it's actually, it angers me and it baffles me. And I've already picked up something when I got out of the car.
Yeah.
And I feel compelled that if I'm standing here, I can't walk away without picking up these few things here.
We need to bring rubbish bags with us when we come out.
We need to, yes.
So we're going to do a bit of litter picking up, and we're just going to put it into these bins. I mean, bins are provided. And then we're going to continue up that way, and we'll give you some footage from the top. See you now. Okay, so we've just come over the top there. I thought there was a further viewpoint, but there's not.
Growth.
But we've got these amazing houses here on the top.
5 months of growth.
Things you don't expect to see at the top of our pass. Lots of dassies running around here. I don't know if you'll be able to see them. So this says it was built in 1921. I'm not sure what it's used for now. It's obviously very well boarded up. Big sign saying no entry, because I'd love to actually read what that sign says. Okay, so I think that is saying that this building is a property of the Rotary Club of Wellington. So it's probably used for people hiking and stuff like that. Also, interesting building there. And lots on this side. Right, we're going to continue along. Some of the mountains in the background look absolutely stunning. Crowing in the background. Some more houses over there. There's almost like a little village here at the top of Bains Kloof. So see lots of plaques here. We're going to have a look what they say. So I said this was Thomas Bains. It's actually Andrew Geddes Bain. So it said he explored the Kloof in 1846 and commenced construction of this highway to the north in 1849. It says the pass revealed Bain's technological skill and knowledge of geology work, and the work was done by convicts. Construction was completed in 1853. Okay, so this is just saying this plaque was unveiled rather, in 1953, a century after the official opening of the pass. And we've got another one over here. So this plaque was unveiled in 2003. It says 150 years later we commemorate all those who built this pass, the convicts and their supervisors, whose names we know and respect, in particular the 3 who died by accident. Unfortunately, it doesn't list their names, which you think they should do. Right, we continue on our journey on Bainskloof Pass. Okay, we've stopped off at an observation spot to try and see the river.
I can hear the river.
Can hear the river. I'm going to extend here and see how much you can see.
Get over there.
This is where we really need to have our drone. I thought the river was actually dry, but the fact that we can hear it means it's not.
I got excited and I thought we would be able to see it from here.
There's lots of helicopters flying around.
But do you think they've got water? Are they going to the fires, perhaps?
So we noticed in the distance there is a fire on the slope of the mountains. So as we get a bit closer we may see that. But they don't appear to have water baskets, so I don't think they're putting water on the fire. You can see on this side that these mountains have been ravaged by fire quite recently. Hardly a scrap of vegetation. So we're still on the quest to see if we can get a clear view of the river.
Nope.
Nope.
Maybe if we walk.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about walking the road.
No,
But let's see.
along
Let's
the
have
side,
a
yeah.
quick. So for the first time today, there's a bit of a breeze. There's obviously a stream going down here to join up with the river.
That's what we're hearing. Here we go. It's a little bit of
Down
water.
there. And we can just see the river bed down there, but you can't see any water. And if you look in the distance there, you will see the smoke, which is from the fire. So as we get a bit closer, we may see that a bit more. Okay, we're gonna get back to the car and continue on our mission to conquer Bains Kloof.
See you later. So we are coming up to the rock, overhanging rock.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Maybe it's not there anymore. Or maybe our memories are confused.
I personally don't remember that rock. Maybe you've made it up in your head.
No,
It doesn't actually exist.
There definitely was a rock which overhung, and that's the reason why trucks could not come down this road. But the fact that they've still got the signs up with the height restriction makes you think that it still is here.
But I'll stop now because there's no
rock to see.
no rock to see right now.
If we
There's
find it, we'll certainly bring it to you.
This rock is seeming to be precariously sat atop the other one. We hope to come back to you with an overhanging rock and an idiot, but we have been able to show you an idiot driver
Who's just crossed two solid barrier lines.
on a bend. So apparently we're coming up to the rock, but if you can see in the far distance, the fire Simon was talking about earlier, you cannot zoom in because we have the camera on super steady, which then means you can't use the zoom function. And according to Simon, we are coming up to the overhanging rock. But I don't know if that is in his vivid imagination because I don't see any overhanging rock.
But here's a height restriction sign.
Is the height restriction sign, which I was too late to show you.
And here we are.
Here we are, the overhanging rock. Okay. Dakre Sapriekstoel. I think that's how you say the name. Okay. Oh, well done to Mr. Bain for not chopping that rock off there. On a fire in the distance again. So a slightly closer view of the fires. There are several fires. Lots of smoke. Hopefully this footage shows how different sections are burning. Do you think these are controlled fires? But if so, why?
I wouldn't have thought so.
Me neither.
But the fact that they are isolated little pockets, maybe they are controlled fires.
Because you would think by now they would all be one big fire. I'm afraid I missed the little bit where there was some water, or you could actually see the river. This is a very wide part of the river bed, but there's some water on the other side. Unfortunately, we cannot zoom in.
I'm going to get out and see what it's like, see if we can see anything.
Are you now?
Yep.
You can come and take the telephone from me.
So I'm taking over the camera, and there very clearly is the river. Yep, there's rubbish everywhere. This pristine nature, but we have bottles and everything you can think of around here. So you can see the trees there in the background. They've obviously all been burnt. Must have been one hell of a fire that came through here. Down here as well, you can see all these trees got partial burned or totally burned. So you are allowed to swim in this river in the summertime when it's nice and warm. You have to buy a permit from one of the rangers and they allow you to swim. So I have a feeling we're going to come back here with lots of black bags to collect rubbish, because everywhere you look, there's mankind are just dropping stuff. If we had time and the right shoes, we'd go for a walk down there and see what's there. But not today. So we're now on our way back. We've come to the end of the pass and we're now heading back towards Wellington. That's the way we're going. One thing that we keep seeing and we don't video is signs saying leopards. Saying leopards for 23 kilometers. Again, you can see the devastation of the fire there on those trees.
But you also look out for a bit of the green of the regrowth.
Yep, there's regrowth everywhere.
Always helpful. What is that?
Well, that is very reminiscent of the sound we heard in the cedar bird. But I'm pretty sure that is a bird and it's not a baboon.
That didn't sound like a baboon to me.
Nope.
Because if it did sound like a baboon, I wouldn't be here talking to you about it.
Well, I don't want to say that as we were driving now, I did see some baboon droppings on the side of the road. So obviously are here.
Over and out. I want you to have a look here.
Very interesting.
When you come this way.
Succulent growing.
What's interesting?
It's succulent.
Oh.
It's almost like a
It's
fire
like that fire
boom, but
thing.
it's got leaves on it.
I know. Come and have a look here quickly. Do you think the city will pay me if I come and pick up all the rubbish here?
I'm not sure they could afford you.
I don't think they could afford me.
I'm just amazed with where this rubbish comes from.
Beer bottles, Coke bottles, wine bottles, plastic.
I mean, this place is absolutely gorgeous. And yet, wherever you look, all you can see is man.
Man's hand in... I thought I saw a big section. Even, oh, that's going to hurt someone.
There's even a wine glass here.
Someone's going to get really, really hurt with this thing.
And just to put it in perspective, there's the rubbish
This is
bin.
where the bin is.
And look all down here. It's almost as if people come here and just empty their cars out.
When this river's in full flow, it obviously takes up...
That's the floodplain, yeah.
All of it.
Where the white rocks are.
Yeah.
So we'll need to come back in the middle of winter to see it in flood.
Full flow.
Maybe when we do our trip to the Cedarburg we can pop here. Right, we're going to continue back up Bainskloof.
Hoping that you can see the river there. Not sure how much you can see. But as Simon mentioned earlier, the road surface is in pretty good nick, which is an absolute pleasure to drive up. I think I just missed the nice section where you saw the water flowing over the rocks. Now I think I'm just showing people bush.